Happy Tuesday, happy Thanksgiving week. I'm meteorologist Greg Bledsoe, and it is going to be a beautiful holiday week. A little chilly during the overnight hours. We've been seeing 30s and 40s. Tonight we'll be seeing mostly 40s and 50s, but don't rule out a few spots inland dipping down into the upper 30s. Mostly clear skies tonight and dry air. That's the combination allowing for the big cool down during the overnight hours. That dry air is coming from a weak Santa Ana that will peak on Wednesday. Wednesday, by the way, it's looking like the warmest day of the week, and those Santa Ana winds primarily confined just to the mountains and passes. So the majority of the county really not feeling that, other than the little bit drier air out there. For Thanksgiving, nice and warm and sunny. Maybe not as warm as Wednesday, but still, it's going to be a beautiful day. Nice clear skies. Here's a look at those overnight temperatures as you wake up on Wednesday morning. Again, mostly 40s and 50s around the county. Even coastal areas down into the low 50s, possibly some upper 40s. Oceanside Airport is always one of those cool spots along the coast. Let's take a look at what we can expect during the day. Our daytime highs over the next couple of days running well above normal, especially inland. 10 to 15 degrees above where we would normally be this time of year. So Wednesday, the warmest day of the week, especially inland. And then Thursday, the holiday, not far behind. We're still seeing temperatures in the low 70s Thursday for the coastal areas, 80 degrees for the inland valleys, mountains and deserts warm as well. Just a beautiful week. Big difference from where we were last week. Here's a look at those Santa Ana winds. You see the arrows pointing offshore. We'll pause Wednesday morning. That's when it's looking like it'll probably peak 20 to 30 mile per hour gusts. But you see, it's primarily just the mountain areas. The rest of the county really not feeling that at all. And then things start to calm down as we get into Thanksgiving Day. As far as Thanksgiving Day goes, if you're an up early, go for a run type of a person, here's your turkey trot forecast for the San Diego area, starting out in the mid 50s. So if you're getting up early for a run, definitely want some sleeves with you, dress in layers. It'll warm up into about the low 70s by early afternoon. And then here's your hour by hour for the day. Temperatures for the inland valleys, right around 80 degrees for the early afternoon. Evening hours, if you're more of an evening dinner time person on Thanksgiving, low 70s for the inland valleys, mid 60s by 6 p.m. for the coastal areas. And then as far as the weekend ahead, a little bit cooler. Temperatures dip back down into the 60s at the coast and the 70s for the inland valleys. We do have some slight shower chances later in the day on Sunday is what it's looking like right now. Don't expect much, if any, rain out of that. Just a little bit cooler this weekend. And then as we take a look at the week ahead for the mountains and deserts, also cooling down a little bit for the mountains, back down into the low 60s by Sunday. Deserts dipping back down to about the mid 70s.